You can't be your child's friend. Like, they have to develop and know that there is a consequence to their action. They have to know that you're going to discipline them when they step out of line. They have to know that they can't be disrespectful. They shouldn't be out here cursing out adults or whatever the case may be. Even if they feel disrespected, there shouldn't be a point where your child is cursing like you curse to a grown-up, and they haven't even told you about it yet. They just automatically went at it. Like, there shouldn't be a moment for that. And people, those lines are blurred because now everybody want to be their kid friend, and they want to, hype their kid up like y'all besties, and you're not. Your kid is 10 and you're 35.
Good, y'all. Let's Make Sense of It podcast. We are back for another week, and like we always say,
the truth you don't want, but you definitely need it.
You definitely need it. I go by the boy Vance,
and I'm Ash.
Yo, you got Angles.
And we are back again. Like always, follow us on Instagram. Let's Make Sense of It _ Follow us on TikTok. Let's Make Sense of It _2. I think it is. And make sure you subscribe on our YouTube, and make sure you subscribe on all your listening platforms, Apple, Spotify, etc. And make sure you turn on your notifications so you know when any and every one of our videos drop. All right, so this week we're gonna get into a little bit of parenting, a little bit of parenting. They were gonna name this one "Our Parents Were Winging It Too." I think that's what we're gonna go with this week. Our parents were winging it too. All right, let's start off this way. How childhood shapes parenting. Let's start this way. Examples of that: communication as a kid. Your communication with your kid, or actually, let's do from our perspective when we were kids till now. So, childhood shaping parenting when it came to communication.
Child, you didn't have a voice. It was very much do as I say, not as I do, and it was very much you have no opinions, and yeah.
Was that always good though? No. Looking back on it now,
no, it's not always good.
Do you think like you said, do as you say, not as I not?
Like I think it's different. Like out here, I mean, my daughter's 2, so I mean, her sentences are good, but they ain't that damn good.
Right.
But it's just, okay, I want to hear you out. Like, why are you crying? Why are you frustrated? Like, what's wrong? But I still have that. Until it's still do as I say, not as I do. I still have that part of it. But at least I'm gonna hear you out. Right. I'm gonna give you a voice. You know, to speak what's going on, speak you through it. I'm not gonna yell at you right away. Those type of things.
All right. As a kid, I'm trying to think communication wise, like you was, it kind of goes into the next thing of discipline. Like you were scared to say certain things to your parents because you were scared that you were going to get disciplined. Yeah. Like you couldn't ask your parent why. Especially if you got multiple siblings and it's like, well, why I gotta do the dishes and such, you watch TV. Or why I gotta take out the trash and such, get to play their game or they get to sit around or whatever the case may be. It's like you can't ask the question why because a certain parent would say, oh, that's disrespectful. Like, why do you think nowadays discipline, it doesn't seem like it's a thing? Because it seems like a lot of kids are just out here doing just disrespectful, running around. People take, like, what we went through as kids, like, it didn't, like, I'm not traumatized from my childhood or whatever case me from getting beatings. Like, by the time I was, like, 8, my mom stopped using a belt. She was literally hitting me. Like, so it was just like, you got in trouble. Like, you knew you was getting your ass beat. But I think a lot of people take that as, like, oh, well, our parents didn't give us an opinion. They didn't give us a voice. They always wanted to beat us. They always yelled at us. So a lot of people will say, well, I'm traumatized from that, so I don't want to do that to my child. And I think they missed the mark, and they start being their child's friend a little bit too much. Now your child has too much of an opinion. I still believe in, if you are a child, I don't want you in my face. If I'm having an adult conversation, you shouldn't even be in the room. I need you to be invisible. Because now you missing an entire like stage in their childhood. Like there's no more preteens. Right. Like they don't have preteen stores. They don't have preteen artists. Like they don't have any of those things that we had when we were kids. So they missing a whole stage and they blending right into a teenager and a young adult. Like me and my child not watching Baddies and Real Housewives together. We're not doing it. I'm glad you said that. So what do you think of the parents that say or that wants to be friends with their kids as opposed to be being
you can't be your child's friend. Like, they have to develop and know that there is a consequence to their action. They have to know that you're going to discipline them when they step out of line. They have to know that they can't be disrespectful. They shouldn't be out here cursing out adults or whatever the case may be. Even if they feel disrespected, there shouldn't be a point where your child is cursing like you curse to a grown-up and they haven't even told you about it yet. They just automatically went at it. Like, there shouldn't be a moment for that. And people, those lines are blurred because now everybody want to be their kid friend and they want to, hype their kid up like y'all besties and you're not. Your kid is 10 and you're 35. That makes zero sense. Y'all not friends.
Do you think it's because there's a lot of younger parents?
Yeah.
But on the same hand, I feel like it was a lot of younger parents back then too. But I feel like the discipline and the just the way of viewing like different things back then was different as it is now. I feel like parents now, they want to be in the clubs or at the bars with their kids.
Well, you got young grandmoms too, so it's like grandma's not grandma no more. Like
grandma ain't grandma no more. My grandma, when I was raised, my grandma was 80. Everybody else's grandma, grandma 50s, 60s. My grandma's
in her 70s. Like my dad's mom got rest her soul, but she went to church. Like we were in choir practice on Saturdays, and then we came home. We was in Bible study and church on Sunday, and sometimes we was there for second service too. I'm just saying they're younger grandmoms and they still want to live their life a little bit more and they still want to go out. And I'm not saying like when you have a kid, your kid is your responsibility, but a lot of our parents had a very well established village. Like it was no problem for us to go to an aunt's house. You can spend a whole summer at your cousin's house. Ain't nobody calling, ain't nobody asking for money. You just out here doing shit. You at your grandma's house every weekend. She ain't complaining. She ain't asking for nothing. Like your mom or your dad is just dropping you off, and there's no problem. But now it's just like you got some money.
Do you think not having a village now also contributes to the way certain kids or the way certain people raise their kids?
Yeah, I think once you have a kid, I think it's much easier if you have a strong village around you. And I'm not just saying people that'll watch your kid when you need them to, but people that'll lift you up, help you out, give you that pep in your step when you feel like you might be doing something wrong as a parent or you just not doing well for yourself at the moment. Right. You want that around you. When you really don't have that and it's really you against the world with your kids on your back, it's kind of hard to navigate it.
Nah, bring back ass whoopings. I'll start a petition. Bring back ass whoopings. That's what people need. Kids need their ass whooped. When I was down South Street the other day, I went and grabbed like some socks. And like I just see, I'm like, I know he young. I just see this young boy. I'm just looking like, bro, why you got a ski on, bro? Like you just down here just look like that's not even cool. You're not approachable. Don't nobody want to talk to you. You just look like trouble.
If I see a group of them, I'm literally going to the other side of the street. They make me sound like a white woman. I don't go fuck. It doesn't like feel good to see that because it's unpredictable nowadays. It's unpredictable nowadays, and you don't know what they're gonna get into. Yeah. I mean, when we were younger, I know it was groups of niggas that used to just go around fighting motherfuckers or anything, but now you don't know if these motherfuckers got guns. Yeah. And they not fighting each other. Most of them can't fight.
That's why.
So they just bringing out weapons automatically.
Yeah. And that'd be the crazy part. You think eventually, like you'd be like, yo, like all these, I shouldn't say this. It sounds terrible, but a generation of young men specifically, because it always seems like it's the young kids that they're just going to be in jail, and like that's just going to be their life because they're trying to find out how these trends. A lot of them not even about that. They just around other kids,
and a lot of these kids are followers.
Yeah,
like a lot of these kids are fucking followers, and nobody was. I ain't afraid of them. And a lot of y'all sons, a lot of y'all daughters are fucking followers. They're not leaders. They don't have a mind of their own, and their friends can quickly change the path that they will go on. Instead of them wanting to stand out because it's not the status quo, and of course you can get bullied, and that goes into a whole nother spiel. But yeah, a lot of these kids are followers, and it's just like what's happening, what's hot right now, like what's gonna keep me in the loop with everybody else.
All right, go ahead.
What we had as kids was structure and the do as I say, not like do
as I say, not as I do.
Right. And now these kids are like parents are just like, go ahead, do whatever. As long as you ain't dying, as long as you're not like
technically
starting trouble or doing anything, or you can do whatever you want. I'm like,
part of the problem though, the parents be enablers, and then they be enablers to the fullest extent. Like it's one thing to defend your kid and all of that, but it's another thing where you're enabling them to do certain things. Like I remember I saw a video. This is the opposite of enabling. This was actually bringing some responsibility where the kid stole something off the lady's porch, and she put them on social media, and then the mom saw it, and the mom brought them back and pretty much said, listen, I didn't raise my son to be this way, made him apologize. Like we need that type of accountability. Like there's that type of accountability isn't there no more.
You know, I went to Five Below today, and I grabbed the tripod, and I'm walking out the store, and I just like the young boy. He just got out of school. He came out. I forget. He went in the store to grab something, but then he had walked out. Like literally, he was on a scooter. He didn't even leave like off the parking lot yet. He was like, "Wait, did I just walk out with this? Oh snap! Let me go back and take it back." And I'm like,
most kids don't.
Somebody raised you right.
Exactly.
Like most kids are like, I'm already out.
Kids don't have that healthy. You know, like when we had that healthy amount of fear in your parent, like it was like, you know, like don't let me call your dad. You know, for a lot of us, don't let me call your mom. Like, I really don't want to see her up at the school. Like, I don't want a parent teacher conference because you said I talk too much.
Right.
Like, kids don't have that now because a lot of parents, like you said, are enablers. So you getting called up to the school and the teacher's telling you that your child constantly talking, they not handling their work, or they basically failing, and you getting upset with the teacher like they're not doing their job. No, your child is fucking illiterate because there's no focus going on in class, and they rather be chilling with their friends than paying attention. They think this shit is dumb, and nobody else is telling them that it's not dumb but me. Right. So at home, who is encouraging them to do their schoolwork, to actually read?
Right. Because you just can't send your kid to school and then they just come home and then
it's not a daycare.
That's not how that works.
School is not a daycare.
No.
It's just like your job. Like you go to your job every day, you do what you got to do, and then you clock the fuck out and go home. You get a paycheck. Your child is getting the education so they can get further in life.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get further in life if they're in high school and they reading at a third grade level. Where are they gonna go?
You can't blame the kid, and then you trying to figure out, well, how come I didn't know my kid wasn't in school? Because you wasn't on top of your kid. I'm not saying all parents. I know some parents they doing their best with their kids, but it's way more than I feel like it's way worse now than it was back then. Like way worse. We had flash mobs, they dumb shit.
Yeah,
they had flash mobs start shooting shit.
They had flash mobs,
but they do dumb shit,
and we can't enjoy shit anymore.
Yeah,
like everything is just like they closed. Like when we were kids, like they didn't shut down South Street completely, and we couldn't go to fuck down there, even with the flash mob. Like we still were allowed to go to fuck down there. We still can go to a carnival, and we didn't have to worry about getting shot, or sit on my porch and have to worry about getting shot. Everything
turns into some guns coming out. Everything. These kids are so disrespectful. They don't respect anybody.
No.
Nobody. No authority. Nobody older than them. No nothing.
Don't give a fuck.
And then it's the product of it. Some things you think we're trying to. Do you think we're trying to unlearn when it comes to parenting, as far as with your kids, emotional shutdown, like pretty much having your kids express themselves or express their emotions, because that's part of the problem too. Half these kids don't know how to express themselves, and then it turns into anger and yelling, and then you can't have a God forbid you discipline you say something to a kid, and then they just can't get in they get in their feelings.
I have a 2-year-old like that now. I don't know what emotions she got, but they big. They are big.
It's 13, 14-year-olds like that.
Oh my God.
Good.
So I know y'all got younger kids, but like being so involved in my goddaughter's life, when like my instant reaction was like, well, let me beat her ass, bro. Because now you playing with her. But I was like, you know what? That actually is not going to work. And I think her mom is having a hard time because her dad is like not around. So like I was like, you know, I just showed up random one day. Yeah, come in the car. We about to take a ride. She like, I don't know. You don't never come to see me on no Wednesday. What's going on here?
Right.
I was like, I'm like, you know why I'm here? She like, I'm like, so your mom told me you was having trouble in school. She instantly started crying. I'm like,
yeah, real fast.
Right. I ain't even get to the good part yet.
Child.
So I'm like, I want you to understand that your mom and me want to help you, and we can't help you if you're not going to help yourself, and I can't help you if people are bothering you. So forth. Like she got stuff going on at school, but I'm like, yo, I can't help you do anything, and I can't be there for you if you're not like telling me what's wrong. And then if you lie to me, like now I gotta beat you.
Yeah.
So if I catch you lying, what's gonna happen every time I see you? Ain't gonna beat me. Yep, sure am. So trying to figure out what's actually going on and let her like have a voice, I guess, to like, okay, tell me what's going on. Because if you don't tell me what's going on, now I'm just putting hands on you for no reason and you're not even talking to me. So let's
go get nothing out of you after that.
let's avoid that, because next time you see me and you did something, now I'm beating you, and then you're gonna tell me what happened after the fact. So when you go to school, you do this, you do that, and she got bullies at school. They like, I know when I was a kid, like I feel like we had thick skin. Like I don't know what it is. Like these kids just like just like butthurt everything. Like I'm like, bro, when I was a kid, bro, I just had to take it. Like you can't joke back, bro. You just ain't nothing.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
She darker than all the other kids, so it's like trying to encourage and explain what your skin color is, and like, hey, black is beautiful. This, and this, and you lead with that. I feel like lead with gentle parenting, and then after that, if you ain't getting it, now I'm being ass. Now I'm being ass,
and that starts at home. That starts at home too. Like reassuring her and letting her know, like, yeah, you are beautiful. I tell my daughter this all the time. It don't matter what it is, being 5 or not. Like I tell her this all the time. You're beautiful. You're pretty. She's lighter, so I mean, listen.
Child, I be like, Logan, you're so pretty. She be like, thank you.
Yeah,
you know you're pretty. Yeah.
Because if they keep hearing that at home, it don't matter when nobody else outside of there says that.
Yeah, my mom and grandma did it, and it didn't help that we had a bunch of mirrors in the house. Yeah. So it wasn't a corner I can go over. It wasn't a corner I went around where it wasn't a mirror where I could look at myself. So,
toxic independence. Teaching that to your kids now. Unlearning that habit of teaching them that.
Toxic independence. Like they just do everything on their own.
I guess that it's okay to do stuff on your own, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, pretty much. Like, I'm trying to think how I will explain it. Toxic independence. I don't think I never heard that term, toxic independence. So that's a different one.
No, I mean, because you want your child to be independent in some ways, and then you want to like hang back because you don't want to. It's like if they fall. Oh, you know how babies fall, toddlers fall, whatever, because they equilibrium's all over the place. And they fall, and you know your first instinct when they fall, because you hear like how loud the thud is or whatever the case. Your first instinct is to run to them, make sure they're okay, pick them up, dust them off, and everything like that. And sometimes you just gotta let them fall, peek your head out. You okay? I'm okay. All right, let's get up.
And right, it just is what it is.
Yeah, and just go from there. But like you can't. You can't. I mean, you don't want your child to be, I would say, too independent. Like you still want them to need you. You still want them to need you. Like that, right. that feeling of being a parent and your child still needing your help. I think that's a feeling that you shouldn't want to get rid of too fast.
All right. Let me give you this. What healthy parenting looks like. Let's start with accountability.
Apologizing to your child, no matter how old they are. So if you they might have been doing something and like you weren't specifically paying attention, but just out your peripheral, it looked like some shit that they wasn't supposed to be doing, and it turns out that it's not that. Because I'm good for that, because she gets into shit. So I'll be like, Logan, what you doing? Right. And I'll yell. Then I realize she's not doing anything like wrong or out of the ordinary, and I'll apologize. Oh, I'm sorry for yelling.
Is that a big? I feel like that should be a bigger thing nowadays, because growing up, I don't think my parents never. No. They never. Your parents ever apologize to you?
I never heard an apology ever in life. I mean, when I got older, I feel like my mom and my dad like apologized. My grandma raised me. My great grandma did. That lady never apologized. She hit you with the, you hungry? You want to go?
That was always it. You want to go to the store?
You hungry? You know.
You want to go to the store? You want something?
You know I'm hungry.
Listening to your children.
Yeah, listening to what they have to say. Listening to what they have to say. Like we always say, you listen to listen to understand, and not listen just so you can give a rebuttal. So it's just like, if your child is old enough to really explain themselves and like give an opinion and everything like that, and ask and have a very good conversation with you, then it should be a calm conversation. Not your child being disrespectful to you, asking you like a million times why this, why that, why that. Like, some stuff is really just because I said so.
Right.
And it's a period after that. I'm not giving you more explanation. I'm not going in too deep for it, because you're still a child at the end of the day. I don't owe you every explanation in the damn book. Some things because I said so, period.
Along those same lines, boundaries without fear.
You have to have fear somewhere in there.
Think so?
It has to be there. Like, there is no, like, we didn't like fear our parents, or it was like, oh, it's a jump out your skin, like a jump scare when they came around. It was just like a healthy fear that you knew there was a consequence that came with them being contacted or with them being around, and you weren't on your shit. Kids don't have that nowadays.
I don't think kids.
They don't.
I'm not gonna say all kids. A lot of kids.
A lot of them don't give a fuck. Like, their mom or their dad will yell at them one time, and it just be like, okay, so what you gonna do after that? Like, you're not standing. Basically, what it is a lot of parents aren't standing on business. It's just like, if your kid do something out of pocket, and you think that you're just gonna yell at them or smack them upside the head, especially single mothers that are raising boys. I'm taking all your shit. I'm taking everything. You will literally have a mattress and a ceiling fan. And a pillow and a blanket. That's what you will have if you think you're going to disrespect me. I don't know why people don't believe in sending their kids away anymore. I'm not going to keep dealing with the fucking cops coming to my door. Like, I really, like, a lot of, because you have to, like constantly we see it in the news. And I'm not going to put it just on black women. I'm going to put it on anybody that's a single parent out there that is struggling to raise their child, and that child is putting them through the ringer, and they don't. And it's like, what other ways you going to go? You already disciplined them. You already took everything away. Like, the cops have been to your door. You done been to court. The neighbor done been to your house. You done seen your kid in countless fights. Like, that motherfucker got to go.
Or just send them with another family member.
You gotta go, because we don't have those houses no more. We don't have that. Oh, you about to go? Like, everybody don't have family. Like, I know, I know my friend, her mom, like, they got family. Like, they're from down south, so they have a lot of family that's from down south, but that's like older and more old timey. So they not So if the kids is bad up here, for the summer you going down there.
That's a big thing. But
we don't. A lot of people don't have that, so you can't send your kid to the south for the summer to be in the weeds and shit like that with a little bit of technology, no cable, no Wi-Fi, no nothing. You can't do that.
Sometimes it might be a good thing though. They need to get outside and get away from just city
things
life
like that. Send them to Outward Bound. I don't know. Send them somewhere.
Outward Bound is crazy.
Somewhere they need to do something, because they sit and then, like, school's about to be out soon. They're gonna be. It's the summer is hitting. Yeah. So if they were acting up during the school year, and then we got this whole No Child Left Behind thing, so a lot of them is just getting passed the fucking along, and they've been doing horrible all school year, the summer is going to be worse. Yeah.
Put them in some programs or something. Like, don't just let them just out here just running and just running the
motherfuckers away.
Teaching instead of controlling.
You gotta be open.
We need both, bro. We need both. Because if you don't got like some kind of like leash on a kid, they'll move just based off of what they think makes the most sense. So it's like, I need to be able to control your actions even when I'm not around, and then I'll teach you when you mess up. But it's like, I gotta teach you after you mess up. But then that's how I control the habits or making a mistake. These young boys just be running wild, and their parents be like, all right, slap on the wrist.
Do you think, how do I ask this question? Why do you think the little boys are way worse than the little girls? Or is that just perception?
It's no man in the household. And some young men get lucky, and they just got maybe male figures around.
And some of them got male figures around who are the fucking worst.
That might be worse.
And that makes it, and that just doesn't help. You, even if you ain't got a dad in the house, but you got an uncle that can't stay out of jail. You got a pop who got two different families and two other neighborhoods. Yeah, you ain't, and you got cousins who's going down the same path. Like, nobody is teaching you as a man or helping you grow as a man.
Okay. Is gentle parenting misunderstood?
Yes. I think people think gentle parenting is just like, oh, don't hit your kid, talk to them gently, things like that. I think gentle parenting is just patience, having more patience with your child.
I think that's what it is.
Literally
That would be your definition of it.
Yeah, because it's just like if you don't have patience, like Ann said, I'm going right in the belt the ass. Like I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear anything. Whatever you did, I don't like it. I didn't raise you that way. Belt the ass. That's not gentle parenting because I didn't even get to hear you out on what's going on.
Just right at it.
Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it.
Then on top of that, if only one person beating your butt, you might be like, I'm gonna get tired of this person beating me up. Mm-hmm. But when you got other people that's gonna come whoop that ass, it's like, you know what? I know how to act every time. You'll never know when you get caught lacking. I got caught lacking a couple times when I was a young boy. I'm thinking, prank called at the school, and then next thing you know, my aunt pulled up, and I was like, "What you doing here?"
This shit was sweet.
Do you think it's a bad thing when you reward a kid for doing what technically you're supposed to do? Do you think it's a bad thing? I don't think it is personally, but what do you think?
No, you don't get no rewards for doing what you're supposed to do. Nope.
You don't think so? Why not?
What's doing what you're supposed to do? Like doing dishes?
You gotta be humble. You gotta be humble. My thing was when I was a kid, all the rewards came at Christmas. You don't get nothing about the whole year. Your reward, sneakers to school.
Well, all right. So let me ask you this. All right. So like, I mean like around.
Because what the fuck?
I mean around like they get straight A's, like stuff like that. They get straight A's. They do good in school. Like you don't think?
No. Oh my God.
Why not?
Like I said, my great grandma raised me. So how she handled me, I
feel like they should be rewarded nowadays.
I'm not rewarding you for like doing your chores all week. I'm not doing.
No, not that. But I think like schoolwork and stuff,
like perfect attendance, honor roll, dean's list,
stuff like that. I think
whatever merit badges or whatever you get, like those type of things. I feel like you could be rewarded for that. Well, I was rewarded for those things.
That's what school for. They supposed to have awards.
I know that. No, but
at home, like maybe. But if you're a boy, it's like, all right. Maybe a little game here and there. All right, bet I got you.
Yeah, because they're working towards something. It's like when you at work.
She might want a doll, some makeup, nail polish,
it's nothing
hair done.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with like having a reward at the end. It's like when it's like if they say they're gonna give you a bonus at work, and if you do such and such amount of sales, you gonna try to do as many sales as possible.
You gonna do as possible. Like I'm not understanding.
What's the difference between gentle parenting and permissive parenting?
Cool.
Permissive parenting. Don't ask me what that means. I don't know.
like you. I'm guessing like you. What is the word I'm looking for? You passive, like a passive.
Oh, like a passive.
Like a passive person.
Mm-hmm.
So like you just let a lot of shit just slide or whatever the case may be. Like I think there's a thing with being like too understanding to where you just dilute the consequences on what they did.
Right.
Let me read it for the viewers.
What you got?
It said permissive parenting is a style characterized by high responsiveness and warmth combined with very low demands, few rules, and little discipline. Parents act more like friends and avoiding confrontation and allowing significant self-regulation, often resulting in a child with a good self-esteem but poor self-discipline.
Yeah, well, we talked about that. Yeah,
you're a bitch.
I mean,
exactly what you are.
Let me give you this. What's one thing you said you never do as a parent?
One thing I said I would never do. I don't know.
I feel like I said I would never beat my daughter. Maybe because I have a daughter, so it's probably a little different than.
I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time. It's so many words I can say. Even if
she's
two, you be like, oh, she's 2. She's still learning. She's not a fucking idiot either. Some things she knows she doing and she does it on purpose because she wants to see how far she can get. Mm-hmm. And now I've changed over the past couple months where I won't go right into yelling at her. It'll be like just like a stern, like I'll call her name and it's be like, what are you doing? Like, why are we doing that? Yeah. Does that seem smart? And then, but now she at this phase where she just like looking at me when I'm talking to her.
That's a terrible twos.
And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So, but she get her ass whooped. I don't give a what y'all talking about.
I don't gotta do that. My daughter, I yell at her. Not even necessarily yell at her, but get stern. But it's different
with dads though. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, when me and her dad are in the house or whatever the case may be, like, she ignores him. Like he doesn't exist when I'm in the room.
Yeah, that's about right.
So when she's falling, it's mommy. When she got a boo boo, it's mommy. When she's hungry, it's mommy. And it's just like your dad is sitting right next to mommy. Do you see him?
That's that there.
But then when it's me and her, she is like a wild banshee. But when it's him, she's so calm.
Yep.
He's barely yelling at her. She's sitting on the couch.
It must be a dad thing.
It has to be.
It must be a dad thing.
I'd be like, what the fuck?
She'd be like, she wasn't no, she was cool. She was good with
me.
me.
Right. But then with me, she was jumping off the wall like she was Donnie from Wild Thornberrys. I don't understand.
What parenting trend annoys you the most?
Parenting trend that annoys me the most. I would have to say this new shit with passive parenting. Like y'all don't have no control over your kids, and they gonna turn into undisciplined adults. So it was a video I watched yesterday, and the girl was like, you know why these kids don't give a fuck, or these kids is bad. And they was like, because the girls that was eating hot Cheetos for breakfast had kids first. And I said, you know what? Because
she was eating hot Cheetos.
I was not. I don't eat hot Cheetos.
She was eating hot Cheetos.
I did not eat hot Cheetos. But you gotta, like, you think about some of them girls that were eating hot Cheetos and hugs for breakfast, barely had a winter coat, like they just was loud or whatever case to be, sat in the back of the classroom, barely did they work. Yeah, a lot of them have had kids first. They had kids first.
What's the funniest thing a child has ever said to you?
What was I watching? I was watching, this was the wrong moment, but she was asleep when I put it on, but I was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she woke up from her nap or whatever, and in the midst of her coming into the room on the TV, somebody said, "Oh yeah, she a bitch." And she was like, "Mommy, she's a bitch," and I was like,
"Hey yo,
that's not appropriate." Now I gotta turn it off because now you just saying stuff to me. Okay, but yeah, most of the time it's just her learning new curse words.
Yeah, I don't think she don't necessarily say it to me, but like the Wayne brothers will come on and like she'll sing the song.
Oh yeah.
Or she'll get this. I say "ayo" a lot. Mm-hmm. I heard her say it the other day, and it was the funniest shit ever.
Mine sings what is that? Nokia by Drake. So she be like, "Mommy, can you play Baby Girl?" And one day I played it, and I didn't know that she knew the lyrics, and she was like, "Is it Stacy?" And I was like, "Oh no, wait a minute.
She was singing it.
Wait a minute. Okay.
What do you think is harder? Well, neither one of us has teenagers, but what do you think would be harder, raising a toddler or a teenager?
A toddler.
Think so?
Yes. A teenager I can reason with. They got complete sentences. They're a little bit more emotionally regulated. A toddler is basically, they have God complexes. They think the world revolves around them. They can do no wrong. And everything is new to them. So no, toddler is worse.
But you have outside influences when it comes to a teenager though, that you have to worry about too sometimes.
Well, yeah, but still,
then you gotta start dealing with her dating.
It's a little bit more moldable there, or whatever the case may be. Like my mom wasn't my friend, but she also wasn't nothing to play with either. So it was like I could have a conversation with her when I became a teenager about certain things, and then. I knew if I did something that was out of the ordinary or wasn't right, she was definitely gonna dig in my ass. So it was both ways. So I would want that. I would want that parenting that I had to definitely, bring that to what I'm doing with my child. But a toddler is definitely harder.
Did your parents parent from love, fear, or survival?
Mine was love.
I think mine was love too. My mom had me young, so all the above.
All the above.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was definitely love.
What's one thing every child deserves growing up?
Love.
A hug. No, you know what? That hug though. Listen, a hug, showing affection to your kid is the biggest thing that I think sometimes parents miss out on.
Yes. I feel like a lot of parents raise their kids on survival because it's like if you had multiple kids or you had your kids young, like the dad not around or the mom not around, either way. And it's just like, well, I just got to survive. I got to get to work. I got to make sure you got school shoes. I got to make sure you got this. And it's just like, you don't take the time to just love on your child. Like they don't know what you're going through. All they know is what they don't have, like what they're without. That's true. But at the end of the day, you can't give from an empty cup or a half full cup. They get what you running over. So it doesn't really help if you always just worrying about what's gonna happen next, and your kid doesn't get no attention or no affection from you.
Sometimes parents gotta ask themselves, damn, when the last time I hugged my kid? Sometimes some of these kids just need a hug. Like they never got any type of love at home. So when they go out, they're not even like, they go to school, they just mad at the world. Sometimes they just need a little affection. Like the kids, they just get constantly yelled at or told them they're not good enough or along those lines.
I know we talking about kids and stuff, but that just made me think like, yo, I'm scared of dating like people with women. I'm scared of dating women who haven't had the love that I either got, or like they don't have that affection with their parents. Like it's scary because it to me be like, well, I wonder how they would be with, like, if we had kids on my door. Like damn, your mom never hugged you. Like,
right.
A lot of times those type of people turn into like real big what do we call it, like helicopter parents, or they're over affectionate with their kids.
To me, it's a hit or miss. Like, but even in a relationship, it's like, to me, it's like I don't want to say it's a red flag because they can't help how they grew up, but like to me, like I would be like super cautious. Like, damn, bro, like it's kind of scary because how that person's going to navigate as an adult. Either they'll be the person, like you said, like overly affectionate in a helicopter, or they'll just follow suit with their parents and like they don't have no emotional intelligence.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let me give you this before I got something I want to try new. Let me give you this. It says a narcissist will co-parent with you. A narcissist will never co-parent with you. They were counterparent. They don't care about the emotional damage that the constant drama inflicts upon the children, as long as it causes emotional drama for you. Do you agree?
Yes.
Why do you think that's the case? Is it just because they're a narcissist?
No, because
or they still love that person.
The kids is just a means to an end. It's just like that child doesn't matter to them, for real. It's just like, it's like for show. Like when people have kids is for a fucking accessory, instead of like you actually know what it takes to be a parent and know that it's gonna take sacrifice, long nights, doubting yourself, things like that. It's gonna fuck with your mental. It's gonna fuck with your physical. It's gonna fuck with your emotions and your finances. Hey. And people don't take that into account. So kids become accessories, and then if you don't work out with the other parent, they take that as, well, if this not gonna work, if our relationship not gonna work out, parents are not gonna work out either, and I'm just gonna make it hard on you because I can.
Right.
Because I know to you the kid means the world. To me, not that much, but I can use it against you because I know that you would sacrifice everything on this earth for that child or those kids. And for me, I'm just gonna look like the parent that sacrifice, but I really don't.
And off of that, so say if it's the mom that's always had the kids, and then the kid's birthday come around, and that parent made it seem like they took pictures, they posted them up. As a mom, would you would you be mad?
Yes, because don't use my child as a prop. Like if you wasn't around for when they made honor roll, or when they had a special assembly at school, or when they had a recital or things like that. Like if you weren't around for those small things. Don't be around for the birthday taking pictures just so you can update the bitches on your timeline.
They try to post it.
Like, no.
I saw this video. I don't know if it was fake. I feel like it was a skit because it was just too good to be true. It was a bull on TikTok. He was recording an audio of him and his wife of however many years. Apparently, his stepdaughter was graduating high school, and he took care of her since birth. Whatever, her real dad wasn't really involved as much, and
sound like a Tyler Perry movie.
No, I remember.
Hey, Meet the Browns.
And she was like, basically, the mom put the daughter up to telling her stepdad, like, "Hey, is it okay if I like give your ticket away to my real dad so he can come to the graduation?" And he just basically wasn't going for it. He like, no, like y'all want me to give up my ticket for somebody I took care of all my life? Like this, I want to celebrate this too. You and the mom put the daughter up too. The daughter is like, I didn't really want to do it, but that's my mom said to.
Why does the mom want her? Why would the mom want him to be there? Like,
child, that story was just. I think he cut her off after that. Like the
I don't blame him. Wait, he cut the daughter off. He cut the mom off.
Cut the daughter.
He cut the daughter off.
Cut the daughter off and the mom off.
Why he cut the daughter off?
Like he bought her car and she was on his insurance or something. Like he did a lot for her. He cut that shit right.
I would cut the mom off. I don't know if I would cut the daughter off though.
I'm cutting her the fuck off too.
But she said it wasn't.
She's not a baby. she's not a baby, and
like
she knew better. Yeah. She knows very much better. Like, you know, your dad wasn't shit. He wasn't around, and I was. I stepped up to the plate, and I raised you like my own, and never faulted. And you want to give a ticket that rightfully should be mine to a nigga that ain't been nothing to you? That doesn't even make
that is crazy.
And I understand as a kid, you want, like, if another parent is absent and you still have that naive love for them, so you want them around, but you also know what that would feel like for somebody that matters to miss out on a very important moment in your life that's been around.
Right.
So why would you do your stepdad like that? No, fuck her. Fuck her and her mother.
All right, let me give you this. It says, booking your child a hotel room for after prom is extremely irresponsible and baffling to me. Let's talk about it.
That is some new shit. Oh my God.
That's not new.
That's not new.
That's
not
weird.
new. That's not new.
I didn't listen.
I didn't have it, but I'm just saying that's not new.
Shit when I was going on prom, I ain't know nobody mama that was booking them a hotel room after prom.
Maybe senior prom.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not
white
saying
people
it
was
didn't happen, but I didn't hear anybody personally around me when their parent was doing it.
The white kids was doing it. They was going down the shore and all the other shit.
White kids do other shit. Okay, white kids do a lot of other shit that black kids don't do. Okay, but that is weird. That is like, I mean, like, no. Why are you booking them? Why are you booking them a hotel room after prom?
Not even gonna lie. If it was like for kids who like somebody they been dating or acquainted for a long time. I know their parents, all the family knew each other. Yeah, you know what? I know y'all responsible. Y'all want to have a night out. Y'all want to go out and do some other stuff. You might have some parents who might just let them kids do that because they know they're responsible. But them little niggas that be out here wilding, hell no, you can't have no hotel room.
Ain't that much responsible to work, bitch? Bring your ass home. Promise
no. If I got a daughter, yeah, bring that ass home,
bring
bro.
Your ass home.
I'm marking off of Bad Boys, bro.
I'm not double centering it. Both son or daughter, bring your ass home. I don't want a baby either way.
No, I'll let my son wild.
I don't want a mistake either way.
See, there you go. See,
exactly.
Double standard.
And the cycle keeps on continuing. And the cycle, because yeah, that's my boy. Nick Cannon just said like, I think his son can date and do whatever, but his daughter no, she can't date at all. It's just like.
Which is crazy coming from him.
So you're not worried about your son sticking his dick in multiple women, multiple girls, but you worried about your daughter dating one guy? Weird.
He still has trauma that he
need to go talk to somebody and fix that. But your kids can't suffer because you got some delusional ass way of how you see love and family. That's weird.
Well,
I'm not booking my child a hotel room, and I don't give a fuck if she was dating the same boy since 9th grade and they on their senior prom. She's not going to his hotel room. I don't give a fuck how comfortable his parents is. Mine's is coming home. She bring her ass right home.
I already said one thing about parenting that changed. That one thing that my mind did change about like when it comes to the big prom. I'm actually like a kid that's like. Did everything they're supposed to do.
Oh yeah, I'm going out for my child.
Went through high school. I agree that you should celebrate that kid. If they made it to college, straight A, they going to college, straight A's, they a good kid.
I ain't gotta come out of pocket for nothing. Yeah.
I feel like those type of kids should be celebrated. The problem is junior prom, it don't be them kids that it be them kids that just trying to keep it with the kids that's got stuff going on and all they have is the prom.
I'm not bowling out for you junior prom.
I see going on prom, but not going to like I feel like you should be doing. You should have. If you're not going to college or trade school or like you got some credits to start a career at the high school, you shouldn't be going on prom.
You don't think so?
It's like you celebrate. It's like
what am I celebrating?
It's like you celebrate. Like that's not celebrating. Prom is a celebration for the end of year success. Mm-hmm. You ain't doing nothing after the high school.
You graduate high school. What you doing afterwards? You ain't sitting in my house.
They prom was the big
Figure out what you gonna do. I ain't even saying like, oh, you gotta go get a job, but you need to be in some type of school or something. And if you ain't in one of those, then yeah, you have to go get a job.
That's true. I'm gonna get back to this in a second, but I want to try something. So since we talking about parenting, I figured I'd take a TV show and we'll kind of take that dad's parenting style and go over it. Moesha, right? Let's start with Moesha, right? For people that never did see Moesha is a TV show. Her dad owned a dealership.
Can we do a different one? I didn't watch Moesha.
You ain't never watched Moesha?
What? I didn't watch it.
She just cooked the whole idea.
I didn't watch it a lot. I really did. I didn't watch it a lot.
All right. Forget Moesha. Let's do a different.
Different dad.
Which Family Matters?
You want to do Family Matters?
No.
No.
Didn't watch that a lot either.
Cancel Ash. Cancel Ash, bro.
I didn't say I never saw the shows. I just didn't watch them. They weren't in my heavy rotation.
All right, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Everybody's seen that one.
Everybody's seen.
Let's do. Let's. All right, Uncle Phil.
Heavy rotation.
Can't believe you ain't see Moesha. She just threw the whole plan off there.
I didn't say I didn't see them. I just didn't watch them enough. And then I tried to watch Moesha as an adult, and I got irritated because what the fuck?
That's all right. That's even better. I'm gonna stay with Moesha because do you feel like her dad? How do you feel like her dad? How do you feel like she was raised?
I feel like her and her dad were insufferable.
Really?
Yes, I feel like Frank he kept a leash on Moesha or whatever case may be, and it just made her want to rebel. I feel like he didn't acknowledge her grief of her losing her mom and then Dee being there. I feel like he didn't acknowledge that a lot. I feel like he just basically just went on with his life and didn't acknowledge that his teenage growing daughter was still grieving the loss of her mother. And then she got a stepmother in here who, and Dee wasn't a bad person at all or anything like that, but she wasn't her mom at the end of the day. And I do feel like Moesha she rebelled so much, but it was just like you was just running through niggas. That's all right. That's the part I was gonna get to. Like she dated a lot of guys in that show. It was a lot of niggas. It was fine ass niggas. It was a lot of niggas. A lot of niggas. I'm just saying.
So you think his parenting style caused her to just basically be that way?
Yeah, because he never. And when Frank was wrong, he didn't apologize. It was just like a his way or whatever. Like he'd be quick to kick her out. He'd be quick to tell her to go to her room. He'd be quick to take stuff away from her. But it was never a conversation he had with her. It was never.
That's just true though.
It was never like good parenting to make sure like she understood why you were doing what you were doing.
Do you think he deflected that to Dee?
Yes. And then Dee got all the backlash for that.
I wonder. I feel like Moesha started to trust her more. Just because she couldn't, like you said, she couldn't talk to her dad. Her dad was just like, "Nope, that's it. That's all."
And then the show went downhill when they made fucking Dorian. They made him his son. That was like, this is just weird shit. Yeah, no.
All right, I give you. All right, so switch back over to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Uncle Phil's style of raising kids while being rich, but also trying to keep them
grounded.
Yeah,
Uncle Phil was amazing.
You think he's we know
he was the best. He was the best TV dad.
He was amazing.
Like, you know what's crazy? Because Cosby,
amazing.
Whatever he had back then.
I love the Cosby.
Back then, he really was America. He was America's dad.
The Cosby Show was really good because it showed. I mean, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air did show a rich black family and everything. Like Uncle Phil was a judge.
Cosby's was rich. They was
but that's what I'm saying. The Cosby, there was a doctor and a lawyer, and you had it was 5 kids, 5 kids, right? I
think so.
Four girls, 1 boy. 5 kids. 5 kids. Plus, beautiful brownstone. Y'all got enough to send. You got enough to send your daughter off to school and pay for it out of pocket. Like all that. Like you, and like that was a great show to show something different because then you still had on the same time you still had like Good Times and they getting raised in the projects, you know, and stuff like that. So it was like a good dynamic to see, like, you know, Bill Cosby for his own personal troubles, but it doesn't take away from what the show was when we did watch it. Right.
But I feel like Uncle Phil was like the perfect blend because he first of all, he just had that presence. Like that's I feel like that's one thing that's missing nowadays in families. There nobody. I think we talked about this. That presence that Uncle Phil had, like it was just so strong. But they also had while also them being rich and him being a judge or whatever. They also gave you that. Listen, I've been there. I done that. I learned from experience. Like Will just thought he knew it all. Will dad came back around. That scene.
That's sad. Oh my God.
Uncle Phil had balance. I think Uncle Phil parenting style was balanced, and it was the like when stuff got to a point where it was a little bit racial, especially with them being at a white school, and then just real life scenarios when
they get locked up for the car.
Yeah, they got locked up for the car and stuff like that. Like Uncle Phil being a dad, but then like, oh, I'm going to spank y'all professionally because y'all can't fuck with me. So him having that on TV and being able to show people like, I can discipline my kids, but they gonna go through the world and experience with real life. But even if I do come save them, but they'll know like
this is what happens in the
This
real
is what
world.
happens.
You're not completely sheltered. And I believe that the show was better. Uncle Phil's relationship with Aunt Viv was better when she was dark skinned.
Dark skin Aunt Viv.
It just 100% was better. It just felt like natural. And then when they put that light skinned lady on there, I didn't like it.
I'm crying. All right, let me go through these. It says for moms, losing yourself after motherhood.
Ooh, child, that is a hard one. Yeah, it happens. You got to remember that you were whoever you were before you became a mom. Like, mom is not my persona, it's not my personality. It's just a part of who I am. But I'm Ashley when I wake up in the morning. I'm not Logan's mom. I'm that afterwards. But I'm Ashley first.
Mom burnout. On the same line.
Oh my God, you ever just be wanting to sit and mind your business and somebody is calling your name 20 times in 2 seconds and they want kisses and they want hugs and they want to ask you a million questions and they want to touch stuff, they want to put dirty fingers in your mouth, they want you to kiss boo-boos that they ain't washed their ass yet. Now you kissing feet and they feet dirty. You constantly checking ass because you're trying to make sure that they wet and they didn't poop on themselves and you keeping hands out of their diapers. It's
a lot. Body image after children.
Listen, I keep saying I'm gonna go to a gym. I keep saying I'm gonna go get a stair stepper for the house. I'm gonna get that ab cruncher stair stepper thing that I keep seeing on TikTok. It's very hard to go from having like looking one way and then after you have a kid looking another and then trying to get back to how you looked before. I'm not gonna say it's impossible because a lot of women do it, but it's just like when you kind of just an average everyday woman, it is harder for you because it's just like, well, your day to day, you don't probably have that time to really focus on getting your body back to what you wanted or eating healthy.
Single motherhood realities.
Nobody's gonna save you. I'm not a single mom, but I was raised by a single mom. Nobody's gonna save you. You gotta save yourself.
Last one for moms. Soft motherhood versus survival mode.
Soft mother is when it's 2-parent household and y'all partners when it comes to parenting. Survival mode, either you're a single parent or you're in a 2-parent household and the other parent doesn't do anything to help.
For dads, emotional availability and fathers. I think that's a big one because I think shit. Since I had my daughter, like the I don't know if it's just. I don't know what it is. I can't even explain it what it is, but it's just definitely having a daughter. You just look at stuff differently. You have different emotions. Like sometimes I just stare at my daughter and just like, dang, I got a whole daughter. Like, and then I think my problem is I start thinking ahead. Like when she get older and everything, I'm like, damn, like I got to do this, and this. I just want her to stay small forever.
Don't automatically think about the men that she's gonna date.
I'm not. Don't worry.
Don't think about that automatically. Think about something else.
Breaking the men don't cry culture. That's a big one for dads. Like it's
that's a big one for black men
in general. Yeah, it is. Fatherhood and masculinity.
That comes in the men raising their sons.
We need more fathers to actually take care of these sons too. I feel like it's a lot out here that don't necessarily get the recognition, but I feel like
they need to be emotionally available to their sons too. Because if you can regulate your emotions as an adult, it'll help your son do it. As a teenager, as a kid, as a young adult, it'll help him grow into it because he's seen it firsthand.
Co-parenting from a father's perspective.
Depending on what type of father you are when it comes to co-parenting.
Yeah, some fathers can't call them fathers. Some dads, baby dads, because some of you can't even put to that. They do they self sin. They make it hard on themselves. They don't even. I understand some men out here. Some men has it so easy with their parents, with their child's mother, and they still make it hard on themselves. Yeah. After all the child mother, they could make their life hell, and they don't.
That's Well, if you got like a nonchalant or your child's mother is just that she doesn't. I'm not gonna say she don't care, but she not checking for you or whatever the case may be, and give you that room to step up to the plate and do what you got to do. Like take that. But a lot of y'all niggas don't take that, and y'all just make it worse for yourself. And be like,
I don't get it.
And then when she lashes out because you either made a promise that you didn't keep, or you did something that was just it didn't make sense, or it didn't help her or the child in no way. Yeah, now she lashing out because now you done wasting my fucking time.
Yeah, don't make promises you can't keep. Especially after so many, it's like, all right.
That's a big thing as a parent.
Yeah.
If you cannot do it, don't promise it.
Just don't say it.
Just don't say anything.
Don't say it. Because kids remember everything. Kids remember everything.
I'll try, or maybe, or whatever the case may be. Like, leave them guessing. But as soon as you say, I promise, or I'll get it to you next week, or whatever, I am looking for it.
For young parents, growing up while raising kids. I think we touched on that. Financial struggles as a young parent.
Especially in this economy. There used to be a time where you can do it.
This is a lot
of resources.
This is a good one. Feeling judged by older generations.
Fuck them.
We need that. No, we need that. People need to be judged like that.
They need to be judged?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, to a certain extent.
Yeah, they just...
Because, I mean, it's a difference. Because what they'll call it now, like what they call it now, screen time. Like your kid got too much screen time. But I'm pretty sure as kids, plenty of us sat in front of a TV screen and nobody moved us.
That is true.
But we also did go outside.
Kids don't.
Kids don't go. I mean, shit, they can't go outside.
Exactly.
Go outside.
Or they just always outside. That's the problem. They always outside.
But kids don't have to. I mean, I feel like as millennials, we was the best generation.
We had the best generation.
We had the best generation. Like, we came into the internet when the internet was being built.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
We got the good cartoons. We had the good childhood. We can go outside.
I wish we got on YouTube and podcast earlier in life. We'd have been up.
Like we was outside. Like I could be in Center City and my mom don't know where the hell I'm at. But as long as I'm home by the time I'm supposed to be home, that's it. We going to the mall with $20 and living life.
Being home before the street light come on.
They don't even know what that is though. That's not even a thing no more.
They be outside when you getting off work. It's 11:30. You got out of school at 3:00. Why are you downtown?
Remember, I seen a quote. It said, I understand why my mom got mad when she told you to take that food out and she didn't. And you didn't. I understand now. Like, damn, you ain't take it out the freezer now that you an adult.
But now I got DoorDash money. So
all right, that is true. That is true.
Now I actually got McDonald's money and nobody can tell me I can't have it.
All right, let me give you this. All right, so we did dads, young parents, moms. We got two more. So for single parents, dating with children.
Be cautious. You have to be cautious on either side. Like, just cause she a woman, it doesn't mean that she's safe, and just because he a nice man, it doesn't mean that he's safe. Like, be cautious, and always, when it comes to dating, make sure you prioritize your kid and how they feel as well. Like, I'm not saying, like, some kids do just be like buttering it, like, I don't like him or I don't like her, and it's like nothing to not like about it. Like, they didn't do shit to you. You just
don't like them.
You just don't like them. Whatever. All right, we can talk about that later, but I like them, so leave me alone. But, you know, for them people that be like putting relationships over their kids, like, you need to be slapped.
Doing everything alone.
If you don't have a village, you have to. But if you have a village, ask for help.
Building stability after separation. I guess that depends how long you were with the person.
Yeah, it depends on where you are after your breakup. Like, were they like the breadwinner and now you ain't got no money?
I feel like you should always. You said this before. You said you feel like you should always be prepared to raise your kid alone.
Oh yes, almost definitely.
Feel like you should.
If you listen to the older generation, a lot of grandmoms or great grandmas would tell a woman, like, that's your baby. Whatever, it doesn't matter that man. It doesn't matter if that man around or not. That's your baby. So you have to be ready to raise your kid on your own.
For couples, how parenting changes relationships.
Your sex life changes basically.
As a parent,
and privacy.
Yeah, yeah, you get no privacy.
No privacy.
No privacy.
And your sex life changes because if you got a kid in the bed, you definitely can't.
That's actually the next thing that says here. Keeping intimacy after. Keeping intimacy.
Intimacy.
You put young boy in the crib, bro. They don't know what's going on.
Hey, yo. Keeping intimacy alive after kids.
You say I was somebody saying that too. Like, oh, put them in the crib, put them in the bassinet, put them in their room. My daughter, I literally watched my daughter last night. I put her in her bed and I laid in my bed. I literally watched her crawl from her room to my side of the bed. I watched her through the mirror. I watched her crawl. So you told us put them in their room, put them in their crib.
They do not like staying in their room.
They don't want to stay put.
Bro, you better close the door, lock that joint.
No, you can't. They'll just lock them out.
All you hear is.
I mean, you just gotta work. You really gotta work on it. You really gotta work at it, and y'all have to be partners in whatever it is that y'all have to do to get your kid to sleep, either in their crib, their bassinet, or in their own room.
Last one, parenting disagreements for couples.
It all depends on how y'all was raised. I think that comes into play a lot. So if I'm raised on love, I have a calmer approach to some things. If you raised on survival, yours is kind of like quick to the punch. I need to figure this out and solve this.
That's kind of like what Ann said earlier, though, when it comes to like depending on how that person was raised, like that could parenting disagreements can be an actual way for a couples to break up because like they're like, I don't like the way you do this.
Yeah, me and my boyfriend got into a lot before we had a kid. It was like about how he raised his 2 kids, and it's like he wasn't raising them bad. It was just like you try to give so much of yourself that you don't have anything left over, and then you feel disappointed that you couldn't do what you wanted to do for them. Yeah. And it's just like you didn't have to promise them that. You didn't have to say you were going to give that to them, but you put that out there, and now they're waiting to receive that. So my whole thing was, like I say constantly, you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to give them what runs over. So when we had our kid, it was just like, I come before all y'all motherfuckers. Me, personally. Me. And then I give y'all what comes over. That's it.
2 more things. What's your thoughts when it comes to, we talked about it, but we touched on it, but we didn't talk about it, screen time when it comes for kids.
I might be a bad parent.
I don't have a problem with it.
I don't give a shit. I really don't care. I mean, she watching Baby Shark and Miss Laurie and Miss Rachel and Peppa Pig.
Yeah, just make sure they.
I'm monitoring. I hate those shows. I don't like those shows with like the kids and the parents. Like those YouTube shows. Like I block those. I don't. Yeah. Some of them get a little weird to me. It might be. Yeah. It's cringy.
It could. No, if it's cringy to you.
To me, I don't know, but I block them, so she don't watch them with me. But she likes SpongeBob, and I mean I watch Family Guy every night, so she knows those characters. So I might be a bad parent.
Now she watch man. Now she just hey yo. That's why I see. That's why she be being the way she be. She sees Stewie.
Yeah, she knows all the characters.
And last one before we wrap it up. What's your thoughts when parents say they want to give their kids everything that they didn't have?
I don't think you should ever raise your kid that way.
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
Because everything that you would like, what is it that you didn't have? If you're saying I didn't have love as a kid and I want to give that to my child, of course. But a lot of people use that and it's materialistic. I didn't have sneakers all the time, or I had holes in my socks, or I had dirty clothes, or I never had a haircut. Those are maintenance things. If your child needs them, by all means do them. Yes, they need a haircut, they need the hair, they need proper hygiene. But you don't have to, like, your child doesn't need the newest everything. Like your child doesn't need to be in elementary school with a Mary jeans on. Like those type of things, because they don't appreciate the value in what you're giving them. All they know is that it's a name brand and somebody else has it on.
You know, some parents would say, but I want to, if I'm dressing like this, I want to make sure my kid's dressing like this.
If I got the money, I want my kid to do this. If I can do, that's perfectly fine. At the end of the day, like I say, everybody has an opinion and everybody's going to talk about how they would raise their kids and what they think is right or wrong or what they want to do. You're always going to do what you feel as though is right and what you want to do. That's perfectly fine. But you can't stop the masses from still looking at that as a whole and saying, does your child really need it? Do they appreciate it? True. No, they don't.
I know I said last one. I got one more.
Hold on. Wearing your good clothes to school, bro. I'm getting my butt whooped, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. I wish I had went to school with my. What was expensive back then was just like you
Jordans.
Wearing Jordans to school or something like that. Like I know when I was real kid, when I like
you wearing like the Easter sneakers to school and shit.
Yeah, wearing Easter sneakers to school, coming back. My grandma like, I know you ain't got. I was getting cooked.
Last one, because this topic could go forever. Sheltered. What's your thoughts about keeping kids sheltered, but also trying to expose them to the real world? You
gotta have a balance. Like your kid don't need to. You gotta have a balance of what to show them at what age, and like what to expose them to at what age. Like. You don't want to shelter your kids too much and they don't have any street smarts. Like, of course, I want my child to be book smart. I want them to learn everything they can in school and further their education, but they need to be street smart. I need them to know that in this day and life, you have to keep your head on a swivel. I need you to pay attention to your surroundings. I need you to know how to fight, protect yourself. I need you to know how to catch a bus. I need you to know these things.
If you get lost, get back home.
I need you to know how to get across the city in a certain way. I need you to know where Broad Street is at. I need you to know those type of things.
I need you to know how to cross the street. I feel like that's not taught no more. Like kids just run into the street. No,
they just run into the street. I need you to have manners. Like those things. Like I need you to have a balance of being able to look at it, read a book, and be good. I need you to also know how to handle yourself when you outside.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, I would say my fault.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna say like structured parenting. I feel like when I was a kid, like every year or like when I hit different stages in life, like I've realized what my grandma was doing. Something as small as like you can't leave the porch.
Yeah.
Cool. Unless I'm outside, you can't leave the porch. Okay. Even if I'm outside, you can't go past the fire hydrant that's at the middle of the block.
That's setting discipline early.
I'm on the block. Thinking like
that's setting. Yeah,
I need to be
setting,
able to see you. You go too far, I can't see you no more.
Don't walk too far in front of me.
After a while, you know your parents will let the reins go. Like, child, it was 2:00 in the morning. I was walking from Broad Island to Broad Island Park. My mom ain't know that, but I'm fine. I'm still here to this day. But I'm just saying, like, if your parent instills those boundaries in you to build you up to where they'll let go of the ring some more and they'll know that you're responsible enough to handle yourself.
Right.
But if you shelter a kid so much, then you're going to be doing everything for them. And they're oblivious to what the real world is.
They just don't know nothing. How we wrap this episode up? When it comes to parenting. Parenting
is not black and white. It's not one way or the other. Like I said, everybody is going to have an opinion about how you parent, about how somebody else parents, especially if it doesn't follow what they do. But at the end of the day, if you're raising your child correctly to be, a citizen in the future,
right?
Like if you're raising them correctly to instill discipline in them, instill values, morals in them, like you're doing it the right way. Even if they don't have everything materialistically, if they have those values and you love on them, appreciate them, and you learn from your trauma, whatever you may have from your childhood, like your child will grow up to be a outstanding member of society. But to you motherfuckers that enable your kids, to you people that don't discipline your kids, to you people that are the reason a lot of these kids is running amok, do better.
Yeah. Just do your best as a parent, man. That's the best. That's the best you can do, man, as your parent.
Start sending these motherfuckers away.
Yeah, exactly.
Hashtag whoop that ass.
Belt to ass.
Exactly. Like we always say, man, common sense ain't always common. So put a little bit more smarts in the world. And on that note, it's the boy Vance.
And I'm Ash.
English.
I'll at you.